Our first stop is Khan Academy, a well known platform for free math lessons and practice exercises. Khan Academy offers videos, tutorials that explain concepts like fractions, decimals, and geometry in a simple step by step manner. There are also adaptive practice that adjusts based on student performance, ensuring everyone progresses at their own pace. As a teacher, I plan to assign Khan Academy exercises as homework or for additional practice. For example, if a student struggles with fractions, I can direct them to a specific lesson and track their progress. It's also a great resource for flip classrooms where students watch lessons at home and use class time for deeper discussions and problem solving. In my fifth grade math lessons, I love using Khan Academy to support independent practice and targeted instruction. Here's how I use it. So after I teach a lesson on fractions, for example, I have the students log into their Khan Academy accounts. They select the topic we're working on, like multiplying fractions, and watch a short video tutorial. The videos are clear and break down concepts step by step, which helps reinforce what I've taught in class. Then students complete practice problems right on the platform. What's great is that Khan Academy provides instant feedback so students can see where they went wrong and learn from their mistakes. I also use the teacher dashboard to monitor their progress and assign additional practice to students who need additional support. It's a fantastic tool to personalize learning. So here I'm logged in and for instance, Unit 6, multiplying fractions. So it tells you about the unit, multiplication and scaling. And as you can see, it offers quizzes, multiplying fractions. So it's a great resource. Next up is Prodigy Math, a gamified learning platform that combines math practice with an adventure style game. Students solve math problems to progress through the game, which keeps them engaged and motivated. I plan to use Prodigy in my classroom for independent practice and as well as a reward for completing assignments. For example, students can play Prodigy Math during centers or at home to reinforce their skills. Plus, the teacher dashboard allows me to monitor their progress and identify areas of improvement. Our second stop is prodigygame.com. And as you can see, here is the website link information. All right, so Prodigy Math is a classroom favorite because it combines math practice with a fun game like experience. So, after a lesson on decimals, for example, I may ask students to log into Prodigy and tackle challenges related to comparing and ordering decimals. The best part, the game adapts to their level, so everyone is working on their skill that meets their needs. In the game, students solve problems to progress through quests, battle monsters, and earn rewards. It keeps them motivated. I also use the teacher dashboard to assign specific skills we've covered in class and check how they're doing. It's a great way to reinforce concepts while making math feel like it's an adventure. All right, so this is the home page. And as you see, they offer two options: teachers sign up now or parents sign up now. So you can do it, the kids can do it at home as well as in school. All right, so here it just shows you all the information that it offers. And I love it. One thing I love about it is that it is curriculum aligned for each practice lesson that they're doing or game that they're playing. All right. So one thing I would say for us being a teacher, it gives you the option to spend time teaching, but less time, having students feel like they have to be graded. So it also provides you assignments, reports, placement tests. Our third stop is Desmos, a powerful graphing calculator and interactive math tool. Desmos is perfect for visualizing math concepts like graphing equations or exploring geometric transformations. They also offer pre built activities in Desmos Classroom that encourage collaboration and problem solving. In my classroom, I use Desmos to teach algebra and geometric concepts. For instance, when introducing graphing, I'll have students explore how changes to an equation affects its graph in real time. Desmos also has accessibility features like audio tracing, which makes it a fantastic tool for students with visual impairments. All right, now we're on our third stop, which is Desmos. And the website is desmos.com, Desmos. All right, Desmos is a powerful tool that brings math concepts to life in my classroom. So let's just say we're working on graphing. I'll project the Desmos on the board and show students how to input fractions to create graphs. So, for example, if we're working on exploring equations, we'll start with something like y equals 2x plus 1. I'll use the sliders to adjust the slope and intercept so students get to see how changes affect the graph. Then I'll let the students experiment on their own devices or in small groups, exploring equations and trying to match specific graphs. Desmos is great for abstract concepts, visual and interactive, and encourages students to explore math in a hands-on way. So as you can see, this is the home page, and here just basically explains how well you can learn math using these math tools, such as graphing, scientific, for function, matrix, geometry, and 3D. So when it comes to tools, Desmos is like no other. I love it. Our fourth stop is iExcel, a comprehensive platform offering skill-based math practice. iExcel covers topics for all grade levels and provides immediate feedback with explanations for incorrect answers. The real-time diagnostic tool is invaluable for pinpointing strengths and weaknesses. I plan to integrate iExcel into a weekly practice sessions. So, for example, after teaching a lesson on multiplication, students can practice related skills on iExcel to reinforce their understanding. The diagnostic tool will also help me create personalized reading plans for students who need extra support or advanced challenges. All right, fourth stop on our math online tour is iExcel. In my classroom, Excel is my go-to for targeted practice and skill reinforcement. So after introducing a concept like division with remainders, I assign an ISL skill for the students to practice. Each skill is tailored to their grade level and adjusts based on how they're performing. If a student struggles, the questions get a little easier to build their confidence. And if they're excelling, it challenges them further. What I like about iExcel is the real-time feedback. It lets students know right away if they're on the right track. I also use the analytics feature to see which skills students have mastered and where they need more help. It's a great way to individualize instruction and track progress. So the website is iexcel.com, and here is the homepage. All right. So you have tabs such as learning, assessment, analytics, takeoff, inspiration, and memberships opportunities. So as you can see, it has different grade levels. I excel for high school, pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, on up to 12th grade. And they also have Spanish as well. But since I teach fifth grade, this is where I go in at when I'm working on math. There's sometimes lessons I may want to cite them here. So as you can see, it provides a variety of all the different skills, fifth grade skills that we work on. Our final stop is Math Playground, a fun and interactive platform with games, puzzles, and virtual manipulatives. Students can use tools like fraction bars and number lines to visualize math concepts, making abstract ideas more tangible. In my classroom, I use Math Playground during our math centers or as an early finisher activity. For example, students struggling with fractions can use virtual manipulatives to explore the concept visually, while advanced students can tackle challenging puzzles to build creative thinking skills. Wow, we're at our fifth stop, which is Math Playground. Math Playground is a fun and interactive way to bring math to life in my classroom. So after the lesson on fractions, I'll let students explore fractions game sections. They love using visual manipulatives like fraction bars to solve puzzles and compare fractions. So one of their favorites is the logic and problem solving games where they get to apply what they've learned in creative ways. I also use Math Playground during small group rotations. It keeps students engaged and reinforces concepts while I work with others. The combination of games and manipulatives makes it a versatile tool for hands-on and independent learning. All right, so here is the website, and the website is mathplayground.com. All right. So depending on what you teach, I teach fifth grade, so I will select fifth grade. And as you can see, they have math, logic, multiplayer, story, skill, and more. All right. And so I'm just going to scroll down. So for instance, this is a game called the Big Puppy Canoe Race, and it's a 2-digit addition. All right. And I'm continuing going down. I mean, it offers great variety of options, brain builders, great choices for interactive learning. As you've seen, these 5 websites offer a variety of tools to make math learning engaging, accessible, and effective. In my classroom, these technologies help differentiate instruction, provide targeted practice, and foster independence. By combining these resources with hands on teaching, I'm confident that I can create an environment where all students feel confident and excited about math. Thank you for joining me on this online field trip. I encourage you to explore these resources and think about how they can transform your teaching or learning experience. See you the next time. Bye-bye.